Welcome back to Night of the Living Dead. We're playing scene 3, and we've got to make sure we get rid of all ghouls, and we have to get all the spawn points in one location to win this scene, and then we'll be, of course, going on to scene 4. So let's begin our playthrough here, and I'm just going to figure out who we're going to have go first. I think we're going to have Helen go first. She has a free search action, and she has a flashlight, and she's sitting right now in the ranged weapon search location. So let's zoom down on her and see what she can find. Alright, so for Helen's turn, for her free action, because she's on her zombicide side, she gets +1 free search action. We're going to take a look at the top 2 cards of the green ranged weapon deck, because she's in that location. And she finds a sawed-off shotgun. Alrighty, that's pretty good. And she finds an Uzi. Alright, so an Uzi and a sawed-off shotgun. She's going to put the Uzi in her other location. She has a table leg. So put the table leg in... she's going to discard the table leg, actually, because she has to. She doesn't have enough room. She's going to keep the sawed-off shotgun, and she's going to keep the Uzi. She's going to equip the Uzi, put the sawed-off shotgun in her backpack. All right, she still has 3 actions remaining, because that was her free search action. So for one of her 3 actions, she'll move out here with Tom, and then with Tom, she will give Tom the sawed-off shotgun for her second action to a trade action. He'll put the katana in his backpack, and he'll put the sawed-off shotgun in hand and plenty... Oh no, she's going to keep plenty of shells because she has a shotgun as well. So yeah, that was her second action. And her third action, she's going to do one more move. And for her third and final action, she will move down here with Harry and Ben. Alright, that was it for Helen. Up next, I think we're going to have Barbara going here. She's sitting in here right now with a breaker. So Barbara's sitting in here with a breaker, and my goodness, she's wielding dual torches. So let's take a look at the torch. It rolls 2 dice, hits on a 3+, doing 2 damage a hit. She's going to be rolling 4 dice for her first action. Attacking the breaker. Can she take out the breaker? Rolling 4 dice. She just needs 1 3. And oh, she hits with all 4. She just pummels the guy into dust. Pretty much dust. Yeah, that's all that's left of him. That was her first action. Her second action will be then to move into the room with everybody else. Oh, she gets an experience for that, of course. She goes up to 4 experience points. And for her final action, I think she will move one more time. Yeah, so for her final action, she will take one more move over here into this room. Yeah, she's got dual table legs. She can probably jump out there and do some stuff if she needs to. All right, that was Barbara's turn. We still have Harry, Ben, we have Tom, and we have Judy to go. So let's actually have, I think we want to have Ben go, because Ben has a Molotov cocktail at the moment. He also has the Hawkeye ability, so let's get Ben doing things. Alright, so Ben, for his first action, is just going to move into this room here. And then for his second action, we're going to zoom down. He's going to take the Molotov, which is a ranged 1-to-1 weapon. And we'll review the Hawkeye ability, and I think he's going to blow up our first spawn point. Alright, so Hawkeye says that you can shoot, you can do a ranged attack from a distance. Let's read this. The survivor's line of sight go at range 1 through closed barricades and cornfields. It may allow them to perform ranged attacks through such obstacles. So he can, in fact, use the Molotov as a ranged attack to go through this barricade to attack the spawn zone. So boom, he's going to blow it up with a Molotov cocktail. Away that goes, and away goes the spawn point to be relocated. So we're going to move this spawn point somewhere else. And where we're going to move it is right here. And we're going to try and get all the spawn points together here. So first, second spawn point, and our third one is over the other location. Ben still has 1 action remaining, so you can't quite see him, but he will come back down here and join everybody else in the room outside now, the 2 spawn points. That's Ben's turn. Who do we want to have go next? I think we'll readjust the camera. I think we'll have Harry go next. All right, so Harry's right here with Ben and Helen, and he's going to do a search action because, again, we need to find some more kerosene, we need to find some more mason jars, and we find Karen, poor baby, instead. So we find a relative. Okay, so a relative pops in, which means everybody switches back to their Romero side. I'm not going to do that because if Harry can take her out with the claw hammer, then everyone reverts back to their zombie side. So let's see if Harry can do that. He's got a claw hammer, rolling 1 die, hitting at a 4+. So he's got 2 chances to take out the relative. So let's see how he does in his first shot. Oh yeah, he claw hammers the relative into chunks. Gone. So that was his second action. So everybody then would then flip back to their zombie side. And that is about the end of that. And so let's go ahead now. He's got 1 more action remaining. And what does he want to do? I think he might just give up his action to stay here. Although he doesn't have any ranged weapons. You know what? I think we're going to move him somewhere else. Alright, so Harry has no ranged weapons. For his final action, he's going to move up here, and then he's going to go and do a search next time. So we still have Helen. Helen has an Uzi and a shotgun, and we have Ben here with a Winchester. So if anything spawns here, they should be good to go, I believe. Alright, we only have Tom left, and we have Judy left. So let's figure out who we're going to have going next. Alright, so Judy's sitting in the room where you can search for melee weapons, and so she will go ahead and do that. She has a crowbar, plenty of bullets, and boards in her backpack, but she will go ahead and see what else she can get. She also has a chainsaw, but we want to go ahead and get some more good stuff. She gets another machete. Ooh, that can double with Tom, who has a machete, or she can just get rid of it, or get rid of the crowbar. I think she's going to get rid of the crowbar, throw that away, and put the machete in her backpack. And you can discard basic items, so she's going to go ahead and do that. So that was her first action. Her second action will be to move out here. And her third action will be to use her Smith & Wesson. And she has plenty of bullets. She gets to roll 1 die, hits on a 3+, doing 1 damage a shot. She's going to shoot through here at this guy. I'm just going to readjust the camera, going to go with the dice tray, and she's going to take a shot at the breaker. Alright, so she's shooting through there at the breaker. She has plenty of bullets, so she can re-roll this. Needs a 3+. Rolls a 6, so not an issue. Breaker is out of here. That's going to be her first experience for Judy. She still has 1 action remaining, and because she has a ranged weapon and Barbara does not, I think she's just going to give up her action. Or is she? No, she's going to do her final action. She's going to move. Alright, so for her final action, she's going to move into the room with Ben and Helen. And that's the end of Judy's actions. Up last, we have Tom. So let's figure out what Tom's going to do. One can never have enough ranged weapons. Tom in his zombie side form, 1 move to there. He has a flashlight. He gets to draw 2 cards from the ranged weapon deck. So he's probably going to have to discard something. He finds the Ithaca shotgun, another Smith & Wesson. Oh man, so he's going to go ahead and discard the katana. He's going to throw that away, and he's going to put in his backpack actually he's going to put the sawed-off shotgun in his backpack. He's going to actually keep the Ithaca shotgun, and he's going to put the Smith & Wesson in his backpack too, because he can give that to Judy. Judy can dual wield those, which would be pretty awesome. That was the second action. His third action, then he will just move back here. And that's going to be the final action for Tom. We are all out of actions for our survivors. So the only thing we have to do now is we need to move and then spawn ghouls. But as you can see, there are no ghouls on the board. We have gotten rid of all of them. Harry took out 1, Judy took out 1. That's all there was. So we're going to get to spawning. We have 2 spawn points here now. So we're going to be spawn point 1, spawn point 2, spawn point 3. Let's get at it. Alright, it's spawn times. The first one, everyone's in the blue still, so nothing too much to worry about. Holy, we get 3 fatties showing up there. Wow, pool party, anyone? So wow, out they come. Holy, well, we do have some shotgun ability. happening. We have a second spawn point there too, so let's see what else we get. That was spawn number 1. Wow. And spawn number 2 is we get one regular walker. Okay, that's interesting. So there we go. And we have one last spawn point on the board on the other side. Alright, I thought blue mode would be pretty easy, but wow. And we get another breaker showing up here. So back we go with another breaker. Alright, wow. Okay, that's pretty nasty. We're going to zoom out. We're going to wrap up our episode for today. Like I said, I'm doing one turn an episode just so that I can get these videos out every day. Trying to finish off the series. Let's get to it. Ending off for today. Alright, not bad, not bad. We got rid of one of the spawn points. We got 2 of them down here now. We got to get all 3 spawn points in one location, and then we need to clear all ghouls from the board, and that will end off the scene, and we will win. And I think we're doing a pretty good job so far. Haven't run into any sort of difficulties, I don't think. Again, this is supposed to be an easy scenario. It's a number 3 of 10. There's going to be some different stuff coming up in the next scenarios. We leave the house and do a bunch of other things. We get into the car and start doing some driving and stuff in the next scene. So we'll get into some different mechanics and some different cool things, because the first 3 were basically concentrated in the house. So thanks so much for watching along. Thanks for your comments, subscriptions, and likes. This is Night of the Living Dead. It's a zombie-side game, and we're playing Scene 3, which is called They're Afraid of Fire. And we just need to get rid of all of the ghouls on the board. At the same time, we have all spawn points in the same locations. Thanks so much, and I'll see you next time for Night of the Living Dead. But of course, I have a correction. I gave Judy 4 actions. She only had 3. She was started in here, did a search, moved out here, searched, moved, shot a breaker, and then I moved her again. That would have been her 4th action, so she will be here. So caught that correction at the end of the episode. Thanks so much, and we'll see you next time for the continuation of Night of the Living Dead.